What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I am continuing my Sword and Shield TCG set review by rating all of the Lightning Pokemon cards we believe will be in the English set for Sword and Shield. Before we get into that, I want to shout out PotownStore.com. It's the best place for you to get PTCGO codes, and you can use code Celio for 5% off of any code order there. And also flipsidegaming.com, where I write weekly free articles, and you can use code Celio all caps for 10% off of your next order there, $10 or more. So before we get into this video, just a few things about how I will be rating these cards. So I'll be rating them based on their viability in the Ultra Prism through Sword and Shield standard format. I will be omitting pre-evolution cards unless they are notable, so we don't have to just sift through all of the bulk, basic, and stage 1 cards that really have no significance. And also remember that these are my opinions. Feel free to disagree and create productive discussion in the comments section below. This will be the legend for my 1 to 5 star rating system. So a 1-star rating means that the card is bulk and likely unplayable. 2 stars means that it may have a niche use depending on other cards being good, or future cards, or maybe cards that are coming in and out of the meta. 3 stars means it will likely see some play, average card give or take. 4 stars, this is where we kind of get into guaranteeing the card will see play. So 4 stars means the good card will see play, and it is overall above average. And then 5 stars means the card is very good and it's potentially meta-defining. The card will see play and it will see success. So we will be starting out with Boltund. It is a stage 1 lightning type Pokemon with 130 HP. The first attack, Big Bite, does 50 damage for 2 colorless energy, and the defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. The second attack, Fighting Spirit Fang, for lightning colorless, does 90, and if your opponent's active Pokemon is a V or GX Pokemon, this attack does 90 more damage. So that's 180 for lightning colorless, which is actually very solid since it's lightning type. So since it's lightning type, that's 180 for 3 energy. But it can turn into 210 or 240 with electric powers, and that's why I think this card could have some niche use, so I am giving it a 2-star rating. Next, we've got Pinurchin, lightning type basic Pokemon, 80 HP. It has 1 attack for 2 lightning energy, 30 times. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 30 damage for each heads. If you flipped 2 or more heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So, on average, you will get paralysis and 60 damage, which honestly isn't the worst, but it's a flippy attack. It only has 80 HP, and you're committing 2 lightning energy to it. It has 2 retreat cost. Overall, the card just doesn't have much going for it, and the attack is flip-based, so usually not a very good card when its only attack is flip-based like this, so I'm only giving it 1 star. Next, we've got a Lantern, stage 1 lightning type Pokemon, 120 HP. First attack, Ram, for colorless energy, it's doing 30 damage. And then the second attack, Strobe Shock, for lightning colorless, 90 damage. Look at your opponent's hand. If they have an energy in their hand, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. So traditionally, if you can guarantee a paralysis effect, that's very good, but you can't exactly guarantee it here, since you're relying on your opponent having an energy in their hand. So it's not exactly a coin flip, but it relies on your opponent having an energy in their hand. Overall, the card doesn't have anything else going for it other than this potential paralysis. So I don't think this card will be very good, giving it 1 star. Next, we've got Morpeko V. Basic Pokemon, lightning type, 170 HP. Its first attack, for a colorless energy, Spark, does 20 damage. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so a solid 20-20 spread. And we've got Electric Wheel for lightning colorless. It's doing 150 damage. Discard an energy card from this Pokemon, and then switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. So we've already seen the Morpeko V Lily's Doll deck from Japan, and we've seen some other content creators working with the deck over here in North America and also in Europe. So I do think this card has pretty good potential around it because of the hit and run, and also because it is lightning type. So I was between giving this card 3 or 4 stars. I think we'll give it 4 because it will see play, and it might just see success along with that play. But I think I can guarantee that Morpeko V will see play due to its electric wheel attack. So you're doing 150 and switching. You can switch into a doll or something like a Gumi, or just a big Pokemon to soak up damage. And the Morpeko V can't be great catchered, which is really great, so they'll have to custom catcher it up, or Pokemon catcher will a flip. So I do think Morpeko V is very good, and it will see play. Next we've got Morpeko V Max, Lightning Pokemon Evolution V Max, of course, and has 300 HP, so it's boosting 130 HP up from the Morpeko V. It has 1 attack, max discharge. For Lightning colorless, it does 180. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So I think Morpeko VMAX is actually just pretty average. If it wasn't for Morpeko VMAX wouldn't be necessarily that amazing. And even in Morpeko V decks, I'm seeing like 1 Morpeko V Max thrown in there, just as like a late game attacker that does a little more damage and has a little more HP. I don't think it's an amazing card, but it will see play just because its pre-evolution is actually going to be the basis of an archetype. So Morpeko V Max, a pretty okay card. It's not amazing, but it's not completely binder bulk, so I'm giving it 3 stars. I think it's just kind of average, give or take, and it's going to be good because of its Morpeko V basic form. Next, we've got a Raichu with 130 HP, Stage 1, colorless attack, Hot Dog Bun Chi. Interesting attack name. I wonder what it will be called in America. But this attack does 40 damage for a colorless. And then we've got Mach Bolt, Lightning colorless, 120. Just a super vanilla Pokemon. It's not going to see any play. There's nothing special about it at all. And it's outclassed by, let's say, the first Pokemon we looked at. It does Lightning colorless for 90 plus 90 if the defending is a V or GX. Outclassed by a ton of stuff, though. It's just a really vanilla card. Probably just going to be bulk. Next, we've got a Galvantula, Lightning type, Stage 1, 100 HP. It has 1 attack, Lightning colorless, Volt Wave 60. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Again, this one's just going to be bulk. 60 damage for 2 energy on a 100 HP Pokemon. Nothing special, and you have a flip for paralysis. And paralysis isn't even like that huge that if you do get it, it makes the card better. Because like there's so many switches and escape boards being played in decks and Mallow and Lana, so this card's just going to be bulk, 1 star. Next, we've got Tapu Koko V. Basic Pokemon, Lightning type, 200 HP. First attack, Spike Draw for a Lightning energy, does 20, and you draw 2 cards. And then Thunderbolt for Lightning colorless does 200, and this Pokemon can attack next turn. Also note that it has 0 retreat. So Tapu Koko V, I think, is fairly... It's good. It's solid, but it's nothing special. And I think it's going to see play just because it is Lightning type and it has all of the Lightning support. Other than that, I don't know if Lightning colorless for 200 can attack next turn would be as good as I think it is on this card if it wasn't a Lightning type. So I was between giving it 3 and 4 stars, but I think it's closer to an average card, so I'm just going to give it 3 stars. I think it'll see play in a lot of Lightning type archetypes, but it will never be the main attacker of a deck, at least in this format. And it really needs the Lightning support like Koko Prism and Thunder Mountain and Electropower to have its full potential. So the card itself isn't that amazing, but I think it will see some good play because of the cards surrounding it in the Lightning archetypes. Next, we've got Morpeko, Pokemon Basic, Lightning at 90 HP. It has 1 attack For a lightning energy, it does 10 damage plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters on it, this attack does 50 more damage. For now, I think this is just an objectively worse Zapdos, which Zapdos, if it came from the bench this turn, does 10 plus 70 for a lightning. This does 10 plus 50 if the defending has damage counters on it. Also has less HP than a Zapdos, so I think this is just objectively bad for now. Maybe in the future, when everything before Sword and Shield rotates out, this could be a solid single prize attacker, but for now, it doesn't really do anything that we want to have in our deck. So just 1 star for the Sporpeko. We've got one more Bolt Ton to finish off here. Stage 1, Lightning, 120 HP. It has Bite for colorless 50, which is just objectively worse than the other Bolt Ton we looked at. And then Electric Dash for lightning colorless does 160 and then can't attack next turn. So the Electric Dash isn't horrible, but I think the other Bolt Ton is just always better, has more HP, does more damage. Also has the extra cannot retreat effect on its first attack, so this Bolt Ton will just be bulk and completely outclassed by the other one, I believe. So just 1 star for this one. So here are all of the lightning type Pokemon that we looked at today in the video. We've only got one that I thought was good enough for 4 star, and like I said, I think the Tapu Koko V is kind of like on the brink between 3 and 4 star, but since it relies on all of the lightning cards to actually make it decent, I think it's just going to be a 3 star for me. And nothing incredibly impressive from the lightning Pokemon in this set. And Morpeko V is the best lightning Pokemon in this set, in my opinion. I hope you guys like this video and keep checking back for more of these reviews as we get closer to Sword and Shield, and I'll be streaming and doing a ton of Sword and Shield PTCGO content when the set goes live on February 6th. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.